6, stand up. Neck on the beat. Let go. With them fly ass chicks who paint them pretty ass lips. With them trap boys out doubling up on bricks. For musicians like myself that was blessed with a glitch. Rap on the package, see what it is. Swerving the traffic like I lost control of the whip. Hurt the competition like I ran over these bricks. Double lines mean nothing when you're hugging the bridge. Red light, green light, headlight, beat bright, bright. Superstar life make these lanes ain't right, right. Fabulous flow make the girls say nice. So rock cups full to the party break late. The car keys going to the cab in sight. On to the next like Jay said, right there. Swag too slick, make a hater wanna bite. Not out of Zella boy, put your blick to my life. So what I gotta prove? Living Martin Lawrence like boy, nothing to lose. And an armful on the mic, hit the beats me bruise. The cat look calm like I never made a move. Right back on the beat, knock the hammer in the seat. These boys all brittle, tried up raps. I never move cripple cause I got 2 feet. Provided my own means, boy, nobody fed me. The grind is impeccable, I've been chasing decimals. Now it's like me and the money is inseparable. Catch the message that I'm sending to you. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. I've been through it, but I've been spewed it. Now I feel like a chick, bitch, I'm undisputed. Thought I conquered the whole game, the hustle never been lame. But pretty soon you fuckers gon' remember my name.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're here on Tuesday to take over the whole world. That's right. It's 8 p.m. Y'all know what time it is. We here. Talk to you is Tuesday. Ryan Thomas, how you doing, man?
I'm doing okay today, man.
Okay. All right. Chocolate Girl, how you doing?
I'm good. Hi, everybody. Chocolate Girl in the building. Let's go.
We got Zara in the house. What's up, Zara? How's everything?
Oh, Zara? Oh, hey, what's up, y'all?
Sure. All right, y'all know what it is, man. We usually start off with our trash ass players. Ryan, what you got for us?
I got all these people, somewhat people, talking junk about Dwayne Haskins. The man not even in the ground yet. And you talking shit about this man. I mean, respect this man and his family. Let the family heal from this. I mean, y'all talking big boy shit about this man and he not even 6 feet under. For the past 2 days, y'all just been talking a lot of junk about this man. Let this man and his family heal from this. That's all I got to say, Dennis.
All right, Chocolate Girl, what you got for us, Chocolate Girl?
Well, to piggyback on what Ryan was saying, I definitely have the people wanting to bring up certain things about Dwayne Haskins instead of focusing on the fact that he has passed away in a very tragic accident. For those of the people watching that don't know, Steelers quarterback Dwayne Haskins was killed when he was struck by a dump truck. I've heard different reports as why he was on the road and so forth, but it doesn't matter to me why. The fact is he's gone and his family is missing him. He was a husband, a father, a son, cousin, brother, uncle. He was someone very important to the Steelers organization in the future. Mike Tomlin believed in him, and I was interested in seeing where he would go. Also, just to add some more commentary, these people in media need to choose their words better. Adam Schefter was the first one that was under fire for putting in there that he struggled since coming into the NFL. He didn't struggle. That's not even true. It's not true. He did not struggle. If you want to put it in context, those of us who's looking at this objectively would know the truth that when he was with Washington, lots of reports came out about after hours activity that had nothing to do with his play on the field. Then they were already upset because he left college early and they didn't think that he was ready to leave college and play in the NFL. Well, you signed him, you drafted him. And then he gets there and then you don't want to develop him correctly. Why? Well, we all know why. Because of the other quarterback they had there too. And we all know what that's about. So while he may have had some interesting choices of after hours activity, it doesn't have anything to do with his play and his ability to lead a team. He proved it in college, national champion, the dude, first round draft pick. You can't keep sneezing at his college career and then trying to belittle it as he went into the NFL. They didn't know what to do with him and they didn't care enough to develop him properly. So Mike Tomlin said, come on over to the Steelers. And that's where he's been. And since then, we've watched him grow and develop there. But even when he was there, somebody tried to say that he wasn't paying attention because he was looking at his cell phone in practice. I'll never forget that this past season. It's all bullshit and it was a bullshit narrative. They shouldn't have done it, but they did. You know how they pick players that they just want to discredit every season. It happens every season. They just pick one. There he is. He's the one. He's going to be the fall guy that season. So anyway, that's the truth of the matter. And people can say it's not. They can say they disagree. I don't really care. The fact of the matter is, he was a talented quarterback. All he needed was somebody to believe in him and give him a chance to prove it. And that's the chance he was being given. He was down in Florida working on his craft. That's why he was down there. And even though he was invited by a quarterback who was out to get his job or get the job of starting quarterback, he agreed to go down there and practice because he knew he needed to. So I give him all that credit. Adam Schefter retracted he changed his post and apologized, but I'm sorry. The apology does not take away the fact that you said it already. The Gil Brandt dude, the old crusty ass Gil Brandt, shouldn't even be broadcasting anymore. And you could just hear him when he spit all that vitriol. You could just hear it all in his voice, years and years probably of talking down on players of a certain hue, probably. You could just hear it in his voice. His voice was just laced with it. It was disgusting to hear. And I feel like I've never said this about people before who have messed up in the past, but I feel Gil Brandt needs to be canceled. I don't believe in cancel culture, but for him, I have a special place in cancel culture for him. That's what I have. And I'm sorry, he should never be allowed to even talk about anything anymore on air. That's how I feel. So strongly I feel about it. He's a trash ass player. So is Adam. I don't give Adam a pass. Adam's been in trouble before by some of his shenanigans. So I guess he embodies that you have to step on people to get to the top, and that's what he's done. But anyway, that's where I stand on that. Who else is trash ass? Ben Simmons. I'm sorry. I'm not buying this whole back injury thing. I'm still not. I don't think he's injured at all. I feel like there's something else going on, and it has nothing to do with a physical injury. Another trash ass player is LeBron James. He kind of pissed me off in his press conference yesterday when they were talking to him about the season and so forth, that I feel like he was disingenuous when he made the statement that he doesn't feel like the season was a failure. That's BS. This season was a failure for the Lakers, period. There's no other way to put it. It was a complete failure. It largely rests at his feet because he put this team together. And now, once again, he doesn't want to shoulder the responsibility for what happened. He wants to put it on this and that. He wants to put it on injuries. He wants to put it on the fact that they only played 21 games together and went 11-10. So all of them, the big three plays 21 games together and you only won 11 of them. So yeah, you're over 500, but by one game. But it's not your fault though. No. It's just ridiculous. I'm sorry, but he was being disingenuous when he said that it was not a failure. I think he was saying it to try to make himself feel better, because all of us watching, we can see that it was a failure. And also, when they asked him the question about the scoring title, something about the scoring title, and he said going for the scoring title wasn't more important than winning. Didn't seem like it to me, Mr. James. Didn't seem like it. All that you were concentrated on was trying to take over Kareem or whoever he was trying to pass. It didn't seem like you were interested in winning when you put this team together, because it was very obvious that you wouldn't fit, but you did it anyway. So I'm sorry. I'm just not feeling him and what he said, but that's where I'm at with that. There was one more person. I can't remember. I always get to another person I can't remember. So I'll get back to it if I do remember, because I didn't write it down. But that's my trash place.
Zara, what you got, Zara?
I only got two. I mean, I'll go ahead and start with Sharon, since she ended it with who I was going to bring up, and that's LeBron. She pretty much hit that on the nose. And I'll also add, him saying, "Oh, he's going to let the front office do their thing."
Oh yeah.
I'm like, sit your white ass down.
Yeah,
Well,
because that's not happening.
Right.
That's not happening.
One, it ain't gonna happen. Two, at least now he's admitting that his schemes or his scouting is garbage. We say Ron garbage juice. You a player, right? You a player. Let that man. They hire people to do that. They pay people millions of dollars to assemble a team. Sit your white ass down. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And then I'm gonna go with this is the team we play, but I got the Milwaukee Bucks. So everyone, the whole narrative, don't nobody want to see Brooklyn in the first round. Who's gonna be that team? There was the three teams that was in the running. Those three teams. It was Philly, Milwaukee, and Boston. They were all like a game apart, 2nd to 4. There wasn't nobody. Miami was 1. There were a few games up. They were pretty much locked in. Toronto was 5, but there were a few games back. So it was those three teams. Milwaukee chose to be the cowards and sit all their players when they could have got the higher. You always want to get the highest seed. You want to get home court. So they set all their players, a lot of people think on purpose, so that they would not get that 2 slot and face Brooklyn. Boston played everybody, went all out, won that game, sent the message, said, bring on Brooklyn. Brooklyn eliminated Boston last year in the first round. So that's big props right there. But Milwaukee, sitting all your starters to avoid that 2 seed so you can fall to 3 and play Chicago. Smart, but cowardly, in my opinion. And I'm shocked because Giannis is not a coward and he's a throwback player, but it's not his decision. Maybe it was just, he was just over, the coaching, whatever the case may be. He was looking at the bigger picture. But I'm a competitor. I wanted to see Milwaukee, Brooklyn. That's what I wanted to see. So the best 2 players in the NBA, that's what I wanted to see. So we're not getting that, at least not in the first round. So those are my TAPs.
I'm gonna tell you why exactly I want to see Brooklyn, Boston. because of the whole Kyrie conversation me and Sharon had on Saturday. If there's one team, Kyrie, go burn sage at, step on the damn middle of the logo, it's Boston. And it's a definite, I want to see it, because I want to see how he actually show up to beat Boston in Boston. That's what I want to see. But on to my trash ass players. I'm not trashing this guy, but I'm trashing a coach's decision to play him in the last game, which led to a calf strain. And I'm talking about Luka Doncic. And I don't know how severe the calf strain is. Usually when I hear calf strain, first thing I always think about is Achilles. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but every time I hear calf strain, first thing I think about is Achilles. Now, it might not be that severe. I'm hoping I'm wrong. That's what I'm going to say. But you shouldn't have played him because you was already seeded anyway.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't have played. The only other trash ass player I got is I gotta say the Houston Rockets, because John Wall just signed his player option to be there for another year for $47 million more bucks. Okay, let me get this out of the way. So you're gonna let him sit down for another $47 million. I need to go to Houston, go get me a couple million.
I didn't realize that.
They just giving out millions to sit down. They gave Deshaun Watson 35 to sit down. They gave John Wall 40 to sit down this year, and another 40 plus more to sit down next year. That's over $100 million you got just sitting around. I need to go to Houston.
So maybe we all should go to Houston and get jobs to sit around in. Is that what you're saying?
I put some work in.
That's how they doing things down there. That's how they doing things down there, huh?
I have a Houston
Whoa,
podcast.
Okay, John. I ain't mad at you, John. That's my boo. All right, John.
Get all that money, man. But if they're gonna get all that money, man, Houston got to be more careful. Yeah. Oh man. Let's go with our
Can I read the comments before we go on to the certified?
Yes, you can.
All right. It says here, Dalton Smith, what's up, D-Man, said trash ass player Adam Schefter, Gil Brandt, and Cam Newton for their comments.
No, I think he said Cam Network.
No. Okay. Well, he said network, but I think he meant Cam Newton. Because he made a comment about women need to know how to satisfy the needs of a man. Comments on $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. Shout out to $1 Million Worth of Game. Dang. You gotta listen to it. I actually heard it. Go ahead, Ron.
That was the second time he said something about females.
Yeah, that's what they pointed. That's what they pointed out.
Right.
Yeah. The second time, yeah. And then Jonathan Benton said they need to think before they press send, like Herman Edwards said. Yep. Think before you press send. Mm-hmm. Ryan said he might not have hit his stride yet in the NFL. Talking about Dwayne Haskins. Some can say he's
being a new listener. Shout out to Ryan.
Some can say he struggled, but why that was relevant when reporting his death is the problem. That's right. After he passed away, all that goes out the window. We focusing on a young man who lost his life way too soon. That's right. That's my point. Ricky Bobby said, "What up, everybody? Everybody, what's up?" With that St. Louis sound. Okay. Brian says, "Yeah, sorry, Chocolate. I disagree. I really don't care if you disagree. I said what I said." But Brian said what Adam did was report, but what Gil was spew hate. No, what Adam did while he was reporting is spew hate. Right. While he was reporting. That's the problem, Brian. You missed a little part that he said who struggled with Washington and Pittsburgh in the NFL. No, he didn't have to put that part in there. And then he changed it.
He wouldn't apologize if it wasn't hate. So
right.
That's right. And after Ryan Clark tore him a new one, he had to do something because Ryan was straight up, on it. Him and Lamar Jackson got in that.
I mean, that's like a underground singer dying or something. You're saying, yeah, breaking news, such and such died. She never got a top 20 hit, but she got hit by a car. Like, they're not gonna say that.
Right.
They're gonna say
who who struggled to ever find her way
exactly
on the
they're not
chart.
gonna say that.
They're not going to say anything like that. With Pete Rose, who never made it into the Hall of Fame because of his gambling. If they do that,
they might
when
say
he
that.
dies,
They might say that about him.
I'm saying this: if they do that when he dies, shame on them.
Yeah, they might say
You
that.
don't need to say that when he dies.
Yeah, talk about his 3,000
hits.
hits.
Talk about them 3,000 hits that dude was bad. I watched him live in person. He was phenomenal on that baseball diamond.
Right.
And that's all I'm going to say about that. Dalton said it wasn't even a tearful apology. Him and Gil Brandt, both of them, wasn't tearful. Both of them needs to think long and hard about what they did and what they said. That's right, D-Man. And Brian said, man, stop. Everybody got to cry. That's the problem with this generation. No, that's not his point. He's not saying everybody got to cry, Brian. I'm not sure what your hostility is, but he's not saying that everybody has to cry. It's just that you need to be remorseful when you are called out for doing something wrong. Be sincerely remorseful. Yeah. And then Ryan said, hell with LeBron James and Chadwick George. Here we go, Chad. D-Wick, of course, got to say,
real quick.
Tried to troll. He got to say the good old LeBron hate. Come on, Chocolate.
No,
that's
hold
not
on, real
LeBron
quick.
hate.
I got to say this. Adding on to the LeBron, again, as usual, begging again with his little subliminals. Oh, I want to play with Steph Curry. And I ain't even a Steph Curry fan. I love his response. He laughed at that dude and said, I'm good.
I'm good.
I was like, no, I like Steph. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because Steph doesn't want his career ruined.
Right.
He doesn't want it.
He
See,
laughed.
this is what
he genuinely laughed. They played the clip, and LeBron, oh yeah, who I want to play with? Yeah, Steph. Steph was like, what?
Listen, I had to say this. I said this to Dennis on Saturday. We have watched LeBron do the same thing season in, season out. He's not going to do anything differently.
Right.
He's not. Stop believing the okie doke. He's going to do the same exact thing. If he goes anywhere else, he's going to do the same thing. If he stays on the lake, he's going to do the same thing he did this season. He's going to do next year. Same thing. Because it appeases him in his career. And he's putting that first. It's blatantly obvious to me. But that's okay. He's still the greatest of this era. He's the greatest of this era. Okay. But anyway, Carlson Tyner said, good morning, family. Good morning. Even though it's evening, but good morning. D-Wick said the Bucks chose to be smart. I said to Ryan, exactly, that's the point I hope I was getting across. I agree with you. Jonathan Benton said calf strain ain't nothing to play with. It might start like nothing, but like you said, Dennis, you can pop that Achilles and that little strain is now a big ass problem. 100% correct. Adam Maflaga, shout out to Adam. My trash player is the Houston Rockets and the Portland Trail Blazers. He didn't say why, but we can put that together. Corey Williams said LeBron heading to Golden State. Ha! Not according to what Czar just reminded us of.
Right.
And then Corey said LeBron gave Draymond that call. Whatever. Draymond ain't studying him either. BJ Samuels, what's up, BJ? Raven Sports, Blaze in the house. LOL. They might say that on Pete. They might, but if I'm saying it, Blaze. I'm saying it right here. You heard it here first. If they say that first, that's the first thing out of their mouth at the news of the death of Pete Rose. Shame on them. They should not do that. That's it. Pete Rose, who was banned from baseball for gambling, will be the headline. It shouldn't be, but Pete Ever Rose has his thorn. That's true. Pete Rose, 3,500 hits left-handed, but that put that man in the Hall of Fame is what Corey Williams said. I don't care. Put him in there. I don't care. Ricky Bobby said his apology was about as sincere as a beast mode press conference. I'm just here to get fined. Chadwick said he is going to win. Okay, what's he talking about, Dennis? He lost me on that.
He's saying LeBron is a winner everywhere he goes. He won a championship on every franchise.
Yeah. He keeps hanging on to that. Yeah, that's what he does. But anyway, every team he goes to, they win a chip. So I don't want any franchise wouldn't want that. I don't know a franchise that just wants to win one because of one player either. Because what does that say about your franchise. If you can only win with him and only him, what does that say about you? So no, I don't know any franchise that wants that. But anyway, for us night shift workers this morning, okay. And then he said, as always, much love to y'all. Keep grinding. Thank you.
Thanks, Chad the Troll.
Yeah. Ricky Bobby said Pete Rose bet on himself too. Like, what the hell? And Blaze said Bron a winner and a whiner. That's what Brian said. All right, that's all the comments. Go ahead. What's next with the certified, I guess?
It's on mine, yeah.
Milwaukee Bucks and the Celtics been playing good ball lately.
Mm-hmm.
They've been playing good basketball. And Milwaukee 49 and lost 30. And the Celtics 50 and lost 31. So that both teams been playing ball at the right time. Been playing good basketball at the right time. So next.
All right. What you got, Chocolate Girl?
I hate the Celtics. Let me just say that. Hate them. So when I give credit where credit is due, then they must really be deserving of credit. And they started out slow at the beginning of the season, but since the All-Star break, they've been on fire. Jason Tatum has been a great leader, been playing very, very well. And we're going to get into our all first team later on, and I have them on my list. And so I'm just impressed with what they're doing. I think everybody in the East need to take note. They might run out of gas. They might not. I don't know. They're playing pretty good ball right now. Giannis is going to be Giannis. Giannis has just been stupendous this season. Watching that dude play, if he stays healthy throughout the rest of the postseason, he is a force to be reckoned with. And you need to watch out for him. I do know the Nets are playing today. King Czar, what's the score? Where we at now?
They up by 20. Third.
Oh, Lord. They up by 20 against Cleveland.
Right.
Wow.
Those young boys at Cleveland, they got motivated. They got something to play for now. It's finally here.
Yeah, but those boys at Cleveland, they really, they're looking good. They have a bright future. But anyway, another certified player is Joel Embiid. I don't know if I've ever said this on this show, but I think I have said before how much I love Joel Embiid. I love his game. Now that he's a player that I actually saw put in work and improve his game right before my very eyes over a course of a few seasons, like 2 or 3 seasons. And I like to see that. I'm not as easily impressed by players who come in from college or whatever, and they're just a beast as soon as they step on the court. No, I like to see somebody that actually goes in and grinds and puts in work and becomes what he's destined to be because he has that skill. And I love that story of Joel Embiid. And, a couple of weeks ago, he was ridiculed a little bit because he was like, what else do I have to do? I don't know why people can't stand me. I'm out here doing MVP numbers and people still don't want to call me the MVP. Well, because I'm going to tell you why, Embiid. Because a lot of people look at the team that you're on, even though it's not a team award, which I have always said is wrong to do. And you're a perfect case in point for that. So my hat's off to Joel Embiid and what he's doing. The dude is the scoring champ. And I think he's the first center to be scoring champ since Shaquille O'Neal. And man, we all when Shaquille O'Neal was like scoring all them points as big as his buddy is and running down the court and even bringing the ball down on occasion and cracking everybody up. But anyway, so my hat's off to Joel Embiid. His name should still be in the MVP conversation. If I had to vote today, I'm not sure if I would not vote for him. I'm not sure I would pick Jokic. I think I would pick Joel Embiid because I feel like he's earned it. So, Trae Young is my other one. I feel like Trae Young is probably one of the most overlooked spitfires of a player that's in the league right now. Dude is balling. I think he's leading in something more assists than anybody or something, and something else. I can't remember. But
he led the league in most assists and most points.
Yeah.
In the season.
Right. And he's Trae Young. I think if he was on a better team overall, that he would get more mentions. People would be talking about him more. But I'm sorry, I'll pick him over Devin Booker any day. That's me. It's just he's just my choice over Devin Booker because people like to compare.
That's your boy, ain't it?
I mean, how that comparison come up?
No. Listen, I'll ask you a question. Is that your boy?
Because I've seen it. I've seen people talking. I've actually seen, people going back and forth on social media and on TV having discussions between Devin Booker and Trae Young, and they're discussing who's better. And I don't know, if I was picking, I'd pick Trae Young for my team.
And one's
over
a
Devin
point
Booker.
guard, one's a two guard. That's weird.
I know.
No, not you. I'm just saying in general, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, one is a 1, one's a 2. I got it. I'm just saying they were discussing it.
I got you.
So I like his game, and I like his leadership and his moxie. I just like him overall. I just think he's a class act. So
yeah, I like his competitiveness. That's for sure.
Yeah, I do. And he has a heart of a champion, and I'm hoping that he gets one. He reminds me of AI in a lot of ways. He really does.
Steph.
He doesn't remind me of Steph. He reminds me of AI.
Yeah, he reminds me of Steph.
Reminds me of Steph, but just his person reminds me of AI in a lot of ways. But anyway.
On the court, I guess more so. I mean, he reminds me of Steph. Mental, I can see what you're saying. Mentally, I can see what you're saying. Yeah.
But I think he kind of reminds me of him. I don't know why Dennis is scowling at me, but anyway.
No, I think he thought you were saying when you didn't believe that with the Curry on the court is what I think he's.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm on the court. Yeah, his game does remind me of Curry, but yeah. But anyway, those are my certified players.
All right, what you guys are?
All right, so I have Milwaukee, on the trash for, sitting their players. So I'm gonna give Boston credit for, stepping up and claiming that 2 seed, not winning it by default, because they both could have set their players, and then someone still had to become the 2 seed. So they stepped up. Jaylen Brown after the game said, "We welcome anybody." So shout out to them, for being manning up and get ready to take on these Brooklyn Nets. Unfortunately, they ain't gonna beat them, but hey, props to them. You know what I mean? So I probably would have picked Milwaukee if they would have played Brooklyn. Funny enough, they didn't want the matchup, but I would have picked Milwaukee. But now that it's Boston, I'm picking Brooklyn. So anyway, it's weird how that works out.
You think that Brooklyn's gonna beat Boston?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Now, listen, let him go. Let him go, Ryan. Let him go. I'm tired of saving people, all right? This is the show. We're going to let him go.
Absolutely.
Zara says he has Brooklyn beating Boston.
Absolutely. All right. Frank Vogel. Again, they didn't trash this man. I ain't saying he's the greatest coach, but I'm glad LeBron, we giving him all this shade because I love Frank Vogel. Right at the press conference. Did I build that roster? Exactly. No, you did not. That dude took the blame and got a bad rap this season. I don't blame half the shit they blamed on him this year. He was dealt bad cards from day one, and I'm glad that he came out and actually, instead of took the high road, I'm glad he stepped up a little bit and threw that back at him. Hey, I didn't put this team together, so I was glad. I chuckled at that, so I wanted to shout him out. And he'll get another job. And, I'm glad he got out of that situation. So we're going to switch it up to baseball. Y'all know baseball's underway for y'all baseball fans out there. Go Mets.
Yay.
Absolutely. And so there's this rookie I want to shout out named Stephen Kwan, from Japan. And this dude is, doing some amazing things. So in his third start of his career, he went 5 for 5 and reached base 6 times. First player since 1901. I said 1901 to reach base 15 times in 4 games. First time since 1901.
Wow.
Right.
1901. Wow.
1901.
Now
Also
that's a
during that
stat line.
span, right? Also during that span, he reached base 9 consecutive times and 9
Whoa.
consecutive at bats. Amazing. So yeah, shout out. I got him. I picked him up as a free agent on one of my fantasy teams. So let's see if he can keep it going. I don't expect him to stay.
What's his name again, Czar? What's his name again?
For the Cleveland Guardians.
Oh, okay, Cleveland. Okay.
Yep.
Stephen Kwan. Okay, I'm going to look him up.
Yeah, check him out. And it's funny. The rookie of the years in both leagues might both be Japanese, because the supposed rookie of the year in the National League, Suzuki, I don't know if he's related to Ichiro, but he's coming out the gates like a beast for the Cubs over there. So Japan shooting them players over here, man. They doing their thing right now. So I'm saying, hey, and I love that.
They was the only ones playing. It was the only sport that was going on during our pandemic.
Right. Shout out to Japan, man, and I love that teriyaki. All right. So now this is an early certified player, because I'm just so happy that the best boxer in the world is fighting this Saturday. So shout out early certified player, the homie Errol Spence, baby, about to unify these belts and call out that ghost Terrence Crawford, who don't want to be seen. So after this Saturday, you ain't got nowhere to hide, T. Crawford, because Errol Spence is coming. And Ugas,
he fighting Dennis.
He's fighting Ugas. Your boy that beat Pacquiao. Yep.
Yeah, Ugas Dennis. He retired Pacquiao.
He retired Pacquiao. That was Pacquiao.
It's a difference. Right. It's a difference.
Right. Okay, I hear you.
His name is Dennis, and I think Dennis is gonna take him 12 rounds.
No.
I take that bet. Just let you know that.
So if he knock him out in the 12th, I win?
No. That's been me. He
went 12. Okay, if he knock him out in the 11th, I win.
You win, exactly.
I'll take that.
Are they fighting in Vegas?
That's a good second question. It's either Vegas. Errol Spence usually fighting the biggest. It's either Vegas or Dallas Stadium. It's one of those two. I just don't.
Because I want to know where I can sign up to be the girl. The round girl, carry the round card.
Know what I'm saying? Right. With chocolate drippings. You got chocolate drippings on the sign. That'd be dope.
That's right. Chocolate.
You know what I'm saying?
The chocolate girl round card up.
Right. So let's go, Errol Spence. Let's get ready. That's my certified.
Okay. All right. My certified. Well, let me bring one home, man. Let me give a certified out there to Czar and Ace the MVP for putting themselves together a show this Saturday that just passed. If y'all missed it, go on YouTube and watch it. It's under Stay Tuned Live on YouTube. Czar and Ace the MVP put on the verses, and they had a hell of a show going on. It was way better than what I expected. Let me just say that right there. It's way better than what I expected. And
get that out of the way.
Yeah, they put on a good show. I also want to give a shout out to Obi Toppin. Now, hopefully he can start playing like this next season, because if I draft you in my fantasy draft and you don't show up, and I'm a basketball fan, I'm gonna be up to the set. That's all I'm gonna say. All right?
He gonna do his thing.
But I like it. I like his late in the season development. I liked everything he was doing.
I need to go get my University of Dayton t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's my boy.
I
caught it.
Other than that, that's about all I have. Because
all right,
we're about to get into this. Yes, you can read the comments. We're about to get into this all NBA team. So those who got your all NBA team, who you feel as though should make the all NBA team, please put in the comments as the chocolate writers reading the comments.
I only got one comment. They lighten the comments today. We must not be lighting them up. Because Brian said, I got plenty of comments. I only got one comment. I only see one. It says Brian said LeBron is a destroyer of franchises was the last one I got. So let me refresh my little screen. Maybe I'll get some more comments.
All right, I got Blaze said certified Ace and Zarva put on the show this weekend. Certified Adam said certified players Jokic, Joel Embiid, and Victor Oladipo. Shout out to Victor Oladipo. Brian also said, who is the NBA Rookie of the Year? Dalton said, certified player goes out there to Ace and Czar for putting on the show. Great job, guys. Corey said, Obi Toppin. Corey also said Joel Embiid for MVP. Jay Jones and Juke was talking to each other. Shout out to Jay Jones and Juke, Kellen's family members. We love y'all to death, man. Thank y'all for tuning in each and every Tuesday. Brian said, yep, impressive. And yes, Embiid is the MVP. Ricky Bobby said Dennis Holmes looked perplexed. Blaze said Brooklyn will beat Boston.
Tell them, Blaze.
Corey said Celtics are flattening the Nets. Ooh. Brian said go Tigers. Corey said Frank Vogel made Indiana Pacers #1 team in the East 3 years.
Right.
Go Yankees. Adam said go Giants. Blaze said Steve Kwan played for my Reds today.
Played my Reds today.
Oh, played my Reds today. Okay, he's red hot. So I don't know who that is. Suzuki.
That's the other Japanese guy, the one I was talking about, Seiya Suzuki from the Cubs.
Seiya Suzuki. All right. Errol
now Corey on this nonsense.
Ricky Bobby's a Royal fan. As I don't know what else you would be living in St. Louis.
I'm a Reds fan. What's up, Reds?
Cardinals fan.
He said the Guardians put up a football score on us a couple of days ago. What was the score on that?
I don't remember.
Errol been ducking for 3 years. Terrence Crawford is the real boogeyman.
Right.
Y'all took 2 of the 3.
Yeah, I got the comments now. Yeah. Go ahead.
Good mother. Second question. Czar quote of the day. 17-3. Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
17-3. Whoa.
17-3. All right. Let's get into this all NBA team. Ryan, you ready?
Oh yeah.
Who you got for your all NBA team?
I got Luka. I got John Morant. I got Embiid, DeRozan, and the dude from the Bucks, Giannis.
Middleton?
No, he said Giannis.
Oh, okay.
You said John. Wait a minute, you said John Morant and who else?
I got Luka, John Morant, Giannis, Czar boy from the Bulls,
DeRozan,
and Embiid.
This dude Corey on one of them.
And Giannis.
Obi Toppin.
Yeah, he said Giannis. Okay, so that's Ron's. Okay.
What you got, Sharon?
No commentary. Okay. All
I
right,
like
so
it. I got something similar.
I got Luka. I don't care what y'all say. I still got Steph Curry. I got Giannis, Jason Tatum, and Joel Embiid.
So is Tatum at guard? He's a guard.
No, she got Tatum at forward.
No, but I'm
Tatum
saying, but he's in the guard. He's only. I think he's only on the guard ballot.
No, he's on the forward. He's on the forward.
He's on the forward. He's on the forward.
All-Star ballot. They ain't gonna switch it up.
Yeah, he's a forward.
Nah, Jaylen Brown is the forward.
They both forward.
Well, he was a forward.
Tatum starts at the 2-guard position.
He was a forward as a number
until it
3
comes out
on the sheet.
Hey, he's a guard.
That's what I saw on the sheet. I saw forwards, and his name was in the list. So
Really?
that's who I
She
picked.
got him as a forward. I don't have him on my list even as a forward. But
I don't either have him on my list as a forward.
Well, I got him on my list as a forward.
Since we now here, Czar.
Well, you got
Your toss up was between the 2 light-skinned brothers, what?
Nah, it was John Morant and Jason Tatum.
Oh, that's who it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
you do have him as a guard. Okay.
Who you have?
My 6 and 7.
Yeah.
My 6 and 7 was
No, your last spot. Who was it between 2 players? You said that's my last spot.
Yeah, they were 6 and 7.
No, 5 and 6. Fool.
What's the bull name? Play for Phoenix. The one that Sharon don't like.
Booker.
It was Booker and Tatum.
Like him, man.
Okay, the one Sharon ain't said nothing nice. Let me say the one Sharon nothing nice about. Let me start saying that.
Czar.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum is a forward. They have him listed as
okay, this is what I'm gonna say. So this is what I'm gonna say. So I got. So this is what I originally had. I had Luka and Tatum at guards. I had Giannis and DeRozan at forwards, and I had Joker at center. Now, if Tatum is not a guard and he's not eligible to be picked as a guard, then he comes off that team because he's not replacing Giannis or DeRozan at forward. So then I'm putting Morant in there. So then I would have Luka, Morant, Giannis, DeRozan, and Joker.
Nah, I ain't got Joker. I got Embiid though.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
I got Joker for MVP. So
I mean, he could win MVP. I mean, hell, he won it last year. He didn't win the championship.
Right.
So
neither one of them gonna win the championship.
right. I don't know what you.
He said it. He said it. Your real instinct.
I ain't agreeing to that.
Dennis?
He said right.
I ain't agree to that. Hey, let me say you something. Brooklyn only up 12 right now. All right, let me get that out of the way.
Now they're up
Third
15.
quarter.
You're slow. Remember, you're on that 3-minute cable. It's 15.
It's 15? All right.
79-64.
Oh, all right. They missed the shot. Okay.
Okay, Zara, tell me one last time your list. I'm sorry.
So if I'm gonna take you talking about
Just tell me the way that you had it.
Well, I had
originally.
Luka, Tatum, Giannis, DeRozan, Joker. But if Tatum's not a guard, just put Morant there.
Brian
I
said,
didn't have Steph.
Brian said the Corey list is straight, and he wanted to say trash, but he just said that list is straight. I ain't got Steph Curry or LeBron or KD on my joint at all.
LeBron wasn't even considered.
LeBron was considered because at one point
He didn't
LeBron
make the playoffs. Stop it.
No,
He's not considered now.
I
No.
was told that you can win an MVP even though your team
Oh, you
ain't win the
stupid.
playoffs.
You got a
All right?
dumb, Dennis.
No,
highest-
Dennis, no. You cannot win the MVP if your team is trash. That's what's been happening.
Listen,
No.
the highest. Let me just say this: the highest seed
They
I've
earned
seen in
it.
my life. Let me just say this: the highest seed I've seen in my life was a 6-seed
Right.
team with a play on there that won MVP, and that's
MVP,
Russell
right.
Westbrook.
It's happened
Russell
twice.
Westbrook.
No, it's happened twice now. Westbrook and Joker.
Okay.
Yes.
But before that, I don't think
Joker was a 6-seed
last year they were a 6 seed. Hey, but I don't think before that no one lower than a 3 in the
I
history.
thought Joker was a 4th seed last year.
Oh.
Who you got on your list, Dennis?
I said my list.
I want the list.
My list and Ron's list is damn near similar.
All right.
Okay,
Matter of
what
fact,
is it?
It's identical.
What is it?
It's Luka, Ja, DeRozan, Giannis, Embiid.
Y'all are the same except for center.
No, he got Embiid too.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying me. I said I got mine's the same, and now that I put Morant, since dude's not a guard, ours the same except for center.
Oh, you know, I was gonna put Ja and Joe in there. Those are my guys.
If Tatum was a guard, I had him over Ja. It's close.
I
Let
wasn't
me make
putting-
sure on
I
that
wasn't
comment.
personally putting Tatum over DeRozan, but I mean it was close. I'm gonna say that was close.
Right.
Tatum over DeRozan was close.
Steph Curry gonna get
Denver
that.
was a 3rd or 4th seed last year. I know I wasn't tripping.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
then
thought
I
they
guess
were-
you're right.
I thought they were
I guess
6.
it was just Westbrook. Yeah,
That's fine.
that rarely happens. Okay, my bad. My
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah, if you're not a winner though, you can't win MVP unless your team is good. It don't matter what you do.
Right.
Don't matter.
Don't matter.
That's what I was told. That's what Zara told me.
Right.
So
Right. Like I said, the lowest, I mean, it's one time, it's a 6. Other than that, I don't think MVP won it less than the 3rd seed in the history of the game. I don't believe.
The year Alondra won it.
And when Jordan retired,
Yeah.
I think he was
I
a
think
high
they were a
seed.
1 or 2
First year he
seed.
was a high seed.
Yeah,
The
the
second
second
year,
year,
the second year he won the championship. He was a low seed. He was like a
Right.
6th seed.
The one
But he only won the MVP one time.
right. But
They were a high seed then, though.
They was
Oh,
a high
okay.
seed at that time.
Yeah,
okay. My bad.
that's all.
all right, let me look at these comments. Corey Williams said 5 Obi Toppin, 4 DeMar DeRozan, 3 Kevin Durant, 2 Joel Embiid, 1 John Morant.
That's his favorite players.
Okay. And then Adam said NBA second team, Steph, DeRozan, Bron, KD, and Jokic.
I think it's Steph. You take DeRozan out. I agree with all that, but DeRozan. You take DeRozan out and you put what you call him in Tatum.
Yeah, DeRozan's a first teamer for sure.
I think you take LeBron out of it. Period.
No, we're not talking about Finals MVPs. We're talking about MVP regular season MVPs.
The one I'm talking about.
No. I was talking to Corey's, Ryan. I'm sorry.
I think you need to take out LeBron. Period.
Oh, you can do that. I mean, you can. I
He's
ain't
not
saying
an
you
MVP
can't.
candidate.
You can.
Period.
Hey,
Because
Zark, can you put the graphic up?
Which one?
It's in the chat.
Oh, you talking about for the next segment?
The next segment,
Yeah. I put it first in the Talk Your Ish chat. Or last, I should say, in the first Talk Your Ish chat.
We are now talking about the Ringless Hierarchy. And I don't think I know everybody on this list. Let me just get that out of the way.
You don't know who that is in tier 1?
No, who is that in tier 1?
That's Oscar Robinson and Karl Malone.
No, Oscar Robinson got a ring, don't he?
Wait.
The Big O got a ring. That ain't the Big O.
No, that's Oscar Robinson. That's don't say nothing, Sharon. That's
I'm not gonna say nothing.
That's due for the Lakers. That's due for the Lakers.
Elgin Baylor.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. The late
I forgot Elgin Baylor don't have a ring.
You got John Stockton, Barkley, Paul, Ewing, AI. I got AI on tier 1. That's for damn show. And I got Barkley. But I got Barkley better than Malone, but like this close. But I got Barkley and AI on tier 1 with those other two.
Well, tier 1 wasn't my biggest one.
You forgot Grandmama.
Nah.
His back, I mean, he's like the Skinnies, the Grand Hills. He got injured too early.
I got a problem with that because when he first came into the NBA, he was raw. Nobody stopped that man one-on-one whatsoever.
But his time at the top was short, like leprechauns.
I mean, it might have been short, but you got to give that man.
Okay. I agree. I wouldn't mind seeing him in tier 5, but I wouldn't put him above 4 at the highest, but I wouldn't.
Right.
Yeah.
I put him at 5.
I
definitely wouldn't. Well, I mean, you got Yao Ming up there. I mean,
Yao Ming actually been to a lot of All-Star games.
You know why that is? That's because they got 2 billion people in China. I don't want to hear it. That had nothing to do with what he earned. I'm not even going to entertain.
He's also in the Hall of Fame, Sharon.
I'm not.
He's in the Hall of Fame. What you want? I'm not voting for him. What you gonna do? Get mad at me? I ain't voting for him.
Discussion with you, Dennis.
He's in the Hall of Fame. Yao Ming's in the Hall of Fame, Sharon.
Did you think I don't know that?
I'm trying to figure out why you trying to say.
Are you yelling this at me because you don't think I realize he's in the Hall of Fame?
No, I'm telling you this because I'm saying he don't deserve to be in tier 5.
Well, I'm saying to you that everybody that's on tier 5 are not necessarily going to be in the Hall of Fame.
No, not everybody. No.
Okay, then. So I don't.
Not
that argument is out the door. Out the door.
Wait a minute. So who do you take out?
I don't think you have to take anybody out. You can just add them.
Add who?
Grandmama.
Oh, I would do that.
I wouldn't.
When he first
I'm not saying for me. I said I wouldn't have any problem if he did it. I wouldn't put him on there, but if he put him on there, it wouldn't be that egregious to me.
I ain't putting him on there.
I'll probably bump Reggie up to.
I agree with Zard that AI needs to be on tier 1.
And I will bump Reggie
Charles
to tier
Barkley,
3.
Tier 1.
I'll bump
Chris
Reggie
Paul,
to tier 3.
Chris Paul is tier 3. I'm sorry, y'all. Chris Paul is tier 3.
I'll be honest with you. I think Ewing, Reggie Miller should both be in tier 1.
No, tier 2. I say tier 2.
Nah, they both went to the championship. They both should be in tier 1.
I don't care if they went to the championship. They're not on the same level as AI, Elgin Baylor, and Karl Malone, and Charles Barkley.
Wait a minute.
No, if
Dennis,
you're gonna put, hold on, Dennis. Hold on, Dennis.
I
If
think
you're gonna put
Patrick
those
Ewing
two, wait,
Dennis.
if you're gonna put those two, you better put John Stockton up there too.
Dennis, and you the same person that said they built that team around Iverson, right?
They built their team around Ewing too.
They just didn't do it.
They didn't build the team
Good
around.
job.
So the Knicks ain't been to 2 championships, right?
Yeah, they been there, but they ain't do a good
They didn't
job.
win it.
Like,
That's what they did. That's why they on this ringless hierarchy. They didn't win it.
Patrick Ewing was great, but tier 1, no.
Right.
I wouldn't sneeze at putting him down in 3. I mean, they do have him in 3 and 2, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if y'all see that.
Who?
They got
Oh
doing
yeah.
two spaces. But
It was two different
I was
phases of
trying to
Patrick
see if
Ewing.
anybody else would catch
I
that. But
noticed it. It's just 2 different phases of Patrick. I think he deserved to be at 1.
Hey, Corey, we disagree on everything, bro. So that's just
put-
what it is, homie.
Can we put somebody else up there?
Yeah, who?
You can put somebody else up there if they deserve it.
Carmelo Anthony.
He's already up there
He already
tier
up there.
5, man. That's where he belongs.
let me tell you something about that Karl Malone, Charles Barkley argument. Charles Barkley was a better overall, all-around player than Karl Malone.
And 6'4".
Let's not get it twisted. He was a better, more fundamentally sound player than Karl Malone. Karl
I'm
just happened to get
I'm with you on that 100%.
Easy.
Karl Malone just happened to get to the basket more because he had to.
Karl
That's all
Malone
he
was
had.
That's not the reason why I say that.
Karl
The reason why I
Malone
say
was
it is
6'9", 250. Barkley was 6'4" and still averaged more rebounds. Ain't no other another power
Exactly.
forward in the history of the
that ain't
game
the reason why I say
at
that.
6'4"
I again say
to do what he do.
is who he played with. You know what I mean? He had the luxury of playing with John Stockton.
That was
No, I don't even like that.
Well,
I'm just
I
saying
know,
Barkley
I know,
was great.
Dennis. I know that. I'm not saying anything different than that. What I'm saying, I'm just answering Corey because Corey's like, Barkley's not, better than Karl Malone. Yes, he is. He's a better player. Barkley, I mean, Karl Malone may have more points, may have scored more points, but that's it.
Barkley was
Pretty much it.
He played with the 7 and 6.
I think that the disrespect
And
that
that's only because
Charles
he's played
Barkley
longer.
gets is ridiculous.
Scoring more points only means you play longer. It's about averages.
So speaking of comments, I'm gonna read the comments.
So light skinned, what's up, girl?
Corey says 76ers winning the chip. And then Adam said NBA. Oh, I already read that. Denver was 3rd or 4th seed. Then Corey said Elijah Wan won back-to-back finals MVP. Dennis already explained that we were talking about league MVP.
Right.
And Adam said CP3 should be tier 1 in AI. No, CP3 should not be tier 1, Adam. Take your little young ass somewhere and sit down. No.
Only reason why I say no that
Corey Williams said that Barkley is not, better than Karl Malone's. Are you bugging? We've already addressed that.
Right.
Hey, what's up? Time with Sean. Rashawn said Ron got to get the hell out that chair and go watch basketball. What? He getting on you, Ron. He getting on you. Rashawn said, Dennis, you needed me for this one. They talking foolish. We not talking foolish.
You should have been here at 7:30.
Bring it.
7:30 means
Should have been in here.
Come on in here.
7:30
And then
means 7:30.
Ricky Bobby said, I'm not a big basketball fan, so don't trip. Is that Nash at tier 3? Yes, it is. And that's where he belongs. Danisha said AI is tier 1, and so is Barkley, not Malone. Is cap on his game for real. Like I said, you can slide him down to 2. I wouldn't sneeze at it. I'm not a big Karl Malone fan.
I'm still trying to figure out how in the hell is T-Mac over Melo. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know.
Only power forward better than Barkley is the guy by the name of Tim Duncan.
No, Kevin Garnett better than Barkley.
Oh, he ain't. He ain't better than Malone.
Kevin Garnett is the second best power forward to play the
Not to
game.
me, he's 4th.
What star mind you?
No, you just like Kevin Garnett, Dennis.
No, it's not. It's not really that it's alike. Kevin Garnett is
his game was over better than Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley could not only he was actually a good, decent ball handler and a defensive weapon and an offensive scorer. KG wasn't all that. He was not all of those things. His game was very specific, and he's great, and that's why he's in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
But as far as, fundamentally sound basketball player, all skills, Charles Barkley beat him all day and twice on Sunday with that.
That's your opinion. You got to title you for this. This is Talking Wish Tuesday, and what the chocolate says is their chocolate opinion. But I know for sure if KG and Barkley played, KG would bust his ass. Okay?
Not in his prime, they wouldn't.
That's what I know.
No way.
Okay.
KG is the second best power forward.
No way. Barkley would eat
Dennis,
Garnett's ass up in his prime.
And there's nothing.
You know how Dennis, when Dennis don't want to hear stuff, he just keep talking and won't let you talk. But what I'm saying is to you, he might bust his ass, but he's not gonna beat him. If they were to go play horse, who you think gonna win?
Kevin Garnett.
In their prime.
Kevin Garnett will beat Charles Barkley.
You know Barkley shoot 3-pointers, right?
So does Kevin Garnett. I'm trying to figure out what does
not really.
Kevin Garnett does that
Garnett will tell you himself he doesn't shoot 3-pointers. Dennis, what are you talking about?
He was shooting.
You love KG.
Listen. I'm not gonna have these arguments with y'all. Y'all let argue about stuff that I tell you I've seen.
We don't love
Charles Barkley.
You ain't seen Charles like I've seen him. You ain't old enough.
I've seen both of them shoot threes. I've seen both of them bring the ball down. I've seen both of them with poor teams. I've seen it.
Dennis, right.
Kevin Garnett.
Rashawn said, Dennis, stop smoking.
Right.
That's right, Rashawn.
Rashawn smoked his way from getting on the show because he couldn't be here at 7:30.
Anisha said, remind him, Sir Charles started that big man with handles. He sure did.
Yes, he did. I agree with that.
It wasn't for Charles Barkley, there'd be no KG. So
actually, is Moses Malone to be 100%.
Nah, not
it wasn't for Moses Malone.
Moses Malone's game was different.
No, not his game. Not his game. That's not what I'm saying. I didn't say his game. I said if it wasn't for Moses Malone, it wouldn't be a KG because Moses Malone was one of the first players to come straight out of high school.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, we're not talking about that. Okay. Just so you can get a point. Just so you can get a point, we're going to give you a point. We're going to give you a point.
Tell me when you on the podcast and you're not at work, Rashawn. Don't bring no old excuses, my man.
Danisha said, Dennis, bro, KG not better than Barkley, bro. No, he not in his prime. No. Rashawn said KG is not better than Barkley.
I'm just letting y'all know.
Comments getting up. Comments getting up on
getting up, baby. It's all you is. That's what it's supposed to do.
Now, Boston KG better than Houston Barkley.
Well, Houston Barkley was done. I
agree with that.
I wouldn't even break Houston Barkley up.
Anyway, next.
Matter of fact, Houston Barkley is better than KG going back to the Timberwolves. Shit.
I was gonna say are the Nets.
I'll give you that. No, the Nets, he still had a little bit of game left, but
a little bit.
Back in the Timberwolves, he was done.
Yeah, he was done.
Hey, I got a question for y'all. I just want y'all opinion. Do y'all really think that the Lakers gonna hire Juwan Howard for their coach?
No.
I don't think so either.
Well,
all right.
I don't even know why he won it.
It would be a good look, though.
No, I wouldn't.
I don't think it'd work out. He too hit.
No, I wouldn't.
Because everybody forgot about Juwan Howard being around.
So Danisha said no because he like hitting coaches
with the Miami Heat for the longest. Everybody forgot
the
about
MJ in Washington still averaged like 22, 23 points a game.
Listen,
I disagree, Ron.
I don't think y'all heard what she said. She said if they hired Juwan Howard, he wouldn't make it because he like hitting coaches.
Oh, I'm talking about the MJ.
Nope. No. I feel like it would be a travesty if they did that. All these well-qualified and experienced NBA level coaches out here, you gonna hire this dude for the Lakers? No.
Hey, Czar, they down 10 with 10 minutes left, Czar.
Okay, they're down 7 actually.
Oh shit, I'm a little behind. Get them, Cleveland.
You want to bet on
Brooklyn
it? You want to bet on it?
No, I ain't bet on it.
He said no. You like to do Tyler from Friday?
No. Ron, you ready?
I was born ready.
Wait, I thought we picking the play-in. I thought we picking the play-in.
Oh, then we do got to pick the play.
So I'm going first since we already on topic.
I got Cleveland.
I got Brooklyn winning tonight. I got the Clippers beating Minnesota on the road next game. Then I got Trey beating LaMelo. I got CJ McCullough beating the Spurs. So then I got the Timberwolves beating McCollum to get the 8 seed. So Clippers at 7, Minnesota at 8. In the East, I got Trey beating Cleveland, Brooklyn 7, Atlanta at 8. And I know we ain't doing the picks after that, but the Atlanta Hawks from the 8 seed are gonna make the conference finals. We'll talk about that later.
I agree with what Czar said, except for that last line.
I'm just here to let y'all know. I said that the Heat, if they played Atlanta, that it was going to 7 games. That was my thing. It was going 7 games.
So what's the rest? You got Cleveland tonight.
Cleveland got the 7th seed, and Atlanta got the 8th seed.
Brooklyn, so you got Brooklyn losing both games.
Brooklyn is eliminated.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you, Ben Simmons, for going out there with the green Gucci leather jacket on.
So you saying Brooklyn will lose both games? So that means they will be out of the playoffs.
Like Biggie Smalls said, I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8 38s, 9 10 Mac 10s. The should have never end. You can't touch my riches, even if you had MC Hammer in them 357.
Hey, this ain't verses, baby. This ain't verses. This ain't verses.
So if Brooklyn be out, who fault it will be?
Steve Nash.
That's what they're gonna blame it on. Even though I don't respect Steve Nash as a coach.
Okay.
But I blame it on the guy that takes too many days off. That's what I blame it on.
Kyrie Irving?
Uncle Drew, Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
That's what I blame it on.
Who you blaming?
Now, I'm not scared to play Brooklyn at all. Only team I'm scared of is Boston.
Who you blaming, Sharon?
If they don't make it, it's primarily the coach's fault.
So you think
primarily, but I think Kyrie has a lot of blame. So if you want to talk percentages, I think it's 50% on Steve Nash. And then you can give Kyrie whatever percentage you want to give him after that.
Okay. If Brooklyn don't make it,
they gonna make it.
I know who is not gonna be on. It's not gonna be on Kevin Durant. That's for sure.
It'll be Steve Nash, 100%.
Oh, no, it won't be on Kevin Durant.
No. So it won't be on Kevin Durant.
But it'd be Kyrie Irving and Steve Nash.
If they don't make it, I'm blaming LaMarcus Aldridge.
What?
Shut up, Czar. Shut
up. So light-skinned Donisha just said that she blaming it on Lamb Simmons.
She call him Lamb.
She said it's the Lamb Simmons wearing.
Oh Lord.
Nah.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of agree with her though. I don't know if Atlanta's beating Miami's are.
That's my bold. That's my big prediction.
I mean, yeah.
They got to get there first. What I'm saying, if it happened and they're number 8, that's what I got.
Rashawn said he blamed the mayor. He said you can't blame Kyrie because he didn't want to take the shot. I mean, that's your choice. But I mean, you caused your team to lose that many games because you didn't want to play.
But it's not just about the shot. It's not just the shot though, Rashawn Jackson. It wasn't just the shot. He missed games before that. They had nothing to do with the vaccine. He just took too many freaking days off for various reasons or whatever. You can't even do that as a regular employee. You can't just be taking days off like that and expect the boss to just say, okay.
He ain't start that taking days off stuff. So after he won the championship.
So if they don't get in, do you think that they gonna separate?
No, I don't think they need to do all that. See, I don't think it's too much of this separating and busting up team. They don't get synergy. That's the problem. Teams need to stay together longer. Just testing the waters and it don't work one year. Let's bust it up. Crap is for the millennials. I don't believe in that shit.
So wait, since you said that, can I ask that question around real quick? Can I throw this question out there? Yeah. So the Lakers should stay together?
You mean this current team as
This current
constructed?
Lakers, yes. As I noticed, I knew you was gonna say. I knew you was gonna say that. Should the Lakers stay together? Because I don't know no other Lakers is playing. Just let you know that.
Okay, now it doesn't make sense to keep a team together that just doesn't work. Yes, they don't need to stay together.
Okay.
They need to bring in the right pieces. They didn't bring in the right pieces to start. But what I'm saying about the Brooklyn Nets is they didn't play together enough. Period. They didn't play together enough. That's a problem.
I don't think they still will play together enough after next year. I think Kyrie gonna miss days just because next year.
Probably so, but it's the Brooklyn Nets, so I don't care. They're not my team. But I care about my Lakers. What happens to the Lakers, I care about.
I really think the Brooklyn Nets need a leader. I don't
think leadership is the issue.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna let you go.
I don't think they got a real leader on that team. A leader matters.
What's a real leader look like to you?
A real leader look like Kobe Bryant to me. A man that takes charge. A man tell you to do your job. A man pull you to the side, say, hey, you need to do this, this, and this. That's what a leader look like.
And you don't feel like the Nets has anybody like that, right? Is that what you're saying?
They don't got nobody like
That's
that.
fair. That's fair.
Till they get that, this is where they're going to be. Till Kyrie's supposed to be the leader or KD's supposed to be the leader, to them, this is where they're going to be at home on the couch. Or doing
time was agreeing with you in the comments, Ron.
After they win this game, they ain't gonna be at home. They're gonna be right there at the 7th spot.
Like I said, if they lose to the Cavs,
they're not gonna lose to the Cavs
or whatever. Okay, we seen 1 minute you be up by 40, and then the next minute you be at home.
We did talk about this a couple times.
Well, they up by 10 right now, and they playing just fine.
How much time you got left over there, son?
6 minutes.
All right, so they got enough time for one more run.
All right.
There's enough time for one more run. That's it.
So.
All right, Ron, you ready?
Yeah. My first.
Wait. Yeah, you ready? Yeah.
10 questions. Let's go.
My first question: what grade you would give your NFL team free agent signing? Sharon.
D.
Why D?
D.
D stands for da 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 da.
Yeah, it don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense what I saw them do. You know how much I love my Steelers, but Mitchell Trubisky, really?
I would give y'all a C because of Miles Jack. Only because of Miles Jack. That's why I would give y'all a C.
Maybe. But what I'm saying, Miles is a great signing.
Right.
But the rest of them are so awful. He couldn't even pull it up past the D for me. I'm at D. Somebody gave him an F. I saw that in writing the other day. I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I think I'm not feeling it. I'm just anxious. I'm anxious for the draft. That's all I'm gonna say. Anxious.
We got 2 weeks.
I'm gonna say I'm giving my team a C, 73 C.
Why?
Who's your team, Dennis? Tell the people who don't know.
The Philadelphia Eagles. I'm sorry, the Philadelphia Eagles. All right. The 73 C.
Because you know, everybody know who my team is. Everybody know.
Now you got to show the original. Now show the old one. You got 2 different versions. You got 2 different versions of it. I didn't know you had 2 different versions. You should have been told us that.
Man, you don't listen.
I did, Ron. Did you know she had 2 different versions?
Yeah, somebody said terrible is a perfect word.
I don't care. That people who hate the Steelers always say that. That's a very lame, played out joke. They need to come up with new material. Next.
Why you would give your
6 rings? Still got 6 rings.
We didn't, in my eyes, we didn't fulfill the linebacker position like I wanted us to. I mean, ever since I left Atlanta, Falcon Stadium, I said we need a linebacker. If we're gonna make some noise, we need a linebacker because from that game, from when I seen that game, the first thing I kept saying was, Cordell Patterson was killing us. From that game,
linebacker. Ooh, I know y'all want that linebacker out of
Utah.
Man, that dude a beast.
Yeah, but like I said, we still ain't fixed the linebacker position. So I don't
wait a minute. I mean, you talked about
wish we
that 2 weeks ago, Dennis. I got a linebacker for you. Can't get it. Give me a second round pick. You just had Deion Jones.
Okay, I'll give you a second.
Now, y'all hear that now.
I'll give you a second for Deion Jones. I like Deion Jones.
All right.
Oh, Celtics only down 6? Wait a minute.
Celtics.
I mean Cleveland. Sorry, Cleveland.
Yeah, 6-point game.
What you do your team, Czar?
I give us a C as well.
Why?
Yeah, it's average. We didn't, we brought in a couple of decent pieces. We lost a couple of decent pieces. It was a C. It was passing, but nothing to do a cartwheel over. But our team is pretty much, we got the core of our team. We just need to stay healthy and achieve greatness.
Czar, but I really thought y'all would get a D tackle. That's what y'all been missing.
For years.
Our rookie, we're down by 10 now. Our rookie from last year played really well. So I don't know about it. We need a second one, but now we do got one now because the rookie played really well last year.
My thing is, y'all got somebody from the Cincinnati Bengals that y'all doctor did some work on them.
Yeah, but I guess he ain't clear. That's what I was thinking.
Talking about Geno?
Yeah, I mean, how long did it take to get clear?
Man,
ain't nobody pick him up.
Nope.
That's the sad part because he is at least top 10 D tackle.
He might not be no more. That's probably why ain't nobody pick him up. He might not be healthy enough.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody pick him up. He sat out a whole year.
That's sad. For 2 years, you had not played no football.
You got to be more careful.
What's that? My next question.
Wait, hold, player. Hold on. What? That big ass flag behind you. We need a grade. Fuck you looking at me for like that?
I know. Like, wait a minute. Where your grade at?
Would you wipe your ass with that flag? What'd you do with that flag?
I said B plus.
Dang. B plus.
Who? What? Who? Who you giving a B plus to?
Look, wait, player. You see.
He said, wait, player.
You got called up. You just got called up. Though you already tell me you don't need no big person or no big signing, right?
Yeah, but you ain't got no sign.
He said you got called up like Bokeem Woodbine, bro.
Yes or no, player? You don't need no big signing, right? You just need somebody.
I'm sorry, Ryan. You don't. Tell me your sign.
Czar. I love Bokeem Woodbine. I love that dude right there. Mm-hmm. He need more roles.
Very
he need
underrated
more
actor.
roles.
Very underrated. Mm-hmm.
I think we got a lot of underrated wide receivers. Tate from Cincinnati. He was the third wide receiver.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Nice try, Ryan. You want me to name Cincinnati's 3 wide receivers?
The third one is the highest paid receiver on the team.
Right.
Well, I couldn't tell you. We got
y'all got a fourth receiver.
So let's get past
hold
receivers.
Hold on,
Dennis. Wide receivers.
Dennis.
What other position did y'all
hold on. They got a fourth receiver like we did, but our receiver, James Washington, is better than the guy y'all got.
Okay. It all good.
Well, who else y'all got?
We fixed our O-line.
Okay. I didn't think your O-line was a problem personally, but
it was a problem because if you look at the right tackle, he would just let people just run by him.
That's because you had a slow ass quarterback behind you.
Now we don't got that.
Right. That's the best move y'all made was get rid of him, but y'all got $48 million in the dead cap.
We took that on the chin. We're not worried about that. If you look at how much money we're gonna have next year, 111 million. So
Right,
you,
nothing to spend it on.
Nothing you said says B on it.
but like I said, we got
Hey,
what?
how much money you got, Ron, next year? How
Rasheed
much money?
Evans, Rasheed Evans.
How much money you got next year, Ron?
Rashad Evans.
Rashad
Okay.
Evans.
Nah,
I like the Rashad Evans pickup.
A
all
good
right.
linebacker. We got Carter, well, Lorenzo Carter from the Giants, linebacker slash pass rusher from the Giants. He coming home. So
Tell him again, Ricky Bobby, largest dead cap in NFL history.
Hey man, I don't care how much money you got. Like Dennis said, y'all not getting all that nice stuff.
yeah.
I say that to everybody though.
Yeah.
He said, "What you told me you getting all that nice stuff? You're not
You
getting
ain't
that
get nothing
nice
nice. You ain't get nothing nice. You ain't get nothing nice.
stuff."
So my next question: do you think any NBA team will get swept in the playoffs this year, Dennis?
If Cleveland plays Miami, they get swept.
Cleveland ain't playing on
Oh.
Miami. It's 10-point game with 3 minutes left. Brooklyn got the ball.
Czar.
So looking at the matchups, well, a team gets swept. You got Warriors, you got that one. Okay, in the East, you got Miami and Atlanta.
I want the Clippers to get swept so Zara can stop talking about the Clippers, to be honest with
No, they're not getting swept. Shit. I ain't gonna lie, man. Shit, we might get swept, man.
Hold the fuck.
you. Nah, he ain't too he didn't want to play Milwaukee. He wanted to play Boston.
Yep.
Y'all not getting swept, Czar.
I said we might. I mean, I'm trying to think of in the East, who's 4 or 5. That's Philly, Toronto. That's
Philly and Toronto.
That's gonna be a good series.
Well, Rashawn,
So if I have to pick one in each conference, if I have to pick one, that's the closest to getting swept. It will be us, and on the other side, it will be the Timberwolves to the Suns.
Rashawn agrees with you, Czar, that it's gonna be the Bulls.
Wait a minute, who gotta play Memphis?
Clippers is gonna beat Memphis when they win this play.
No, they getting swept. That's who getting swept.
Clippers not gonna beat Memphis.
They is not beating them. Memphis is the
I
best
got
team in the
Atlanta
West.
over Miami, and I got Clippers over Memphis.
Okay.
Okay, Shannon, who you got that would get swept? Do you think any NBA team would get swept in the playoffs this year?
So
It might be you.
Said nobody.
It might. I don't. In the West, I see Utah if they made it. Did they make it?
Yeah, they made.
They won't get swept.
Yeah,
they made their 5.
Wait,
they
5. Then I mean, Luka and them 4, then right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
listen,
Well, Luka
they might get swept.
That's the only reason why, because Luka injured. But if he wasn't injured,
let me just say this. Let me just say this: if Luka's not injured and he's himself, then Utah might get swept.
So you
I don't
think
see that.
Dallas gonna be Utah?
I think that's going to be a good series.
I believe
I got Dallas
could beat
winning
Utah.
though, but I got Dallas winning, but I think that's going to be a good series.
Now I could see that get swept because.
But other than that, I can't see anybody getting swept. The only way somebody else getting swept is if they get in there, like if Cleveland were to get in there, but they're not going to get in there because no.
Nah, they're down by 8 with a minute left.
Well,
they still got a chance to get in. I mean, Cleveland do get another shot at the 8th seed after this.
Right,
so.
they get a second game. But what I'm saying, if they get in there, then they could get swept. But
yeah, Miami definitely will be able to beat Cleveland. They don't want to see Atlanta.
My next.
I think Miami's gonna beat Atlanta. Czar. I just can't imagine.
Trey got nothing to lose when he played with the house's money.
Oh,
dude, man, that's a tough one, man.
He's tough to beat. That's for sure.
Let's see though.
My next question: do you think any of these quarterbacks in the draft will be a bust? Dennis.
Oh, I think Whatchacall's a bust. Big Face Sam.
I was gonna say that.
For those that don't know who
What's-
Big Fish Sam is, Sam Howell is his
It's-
name. University of North Carolina.
Wow. Yeah.
Czar.
Well, you gotta be. He ain't going in the first round, so you can't be a bust.
He could be a third round
Oh,
bust.
Wait.
But no third
Wait a
round
minute.
quarterbacks.
Wait a minute. Mitchell Trubisky went in the first round. Why can't
Right?
Big
No,
Fish
that's what I'm
go-
saying, Sharon. I'm saying Sam Howell's gonna be a low pick, so he's gonna be a bust.
I'm just
Hold
saying.
on.
Trubisky was 3
Drew Lock-
overall.
They
Right.
did
Drew Lock
it.
is a
They did it
bust.
with Trubisky.
Nah,
They could do the
Trubisky
same.
was 3
stuff.
overall, though. Yeah, he's a bust.
But you're not listening. Drew Lock was a bust.
Well, he went in the first round, didn't he?
No, Drew Lock went in like the third round.
Did you sure?
And what you got? What's the bull?
I don't care.
What's the one play for the Steelers?
I don't
don't care.
consider a third round quarterback a bust, man.
Mason Rudolph
Listen.
is a bust.
No, he ain't
Let me
supposed to do
say
nothing
this. Let me
anyway.
say this, Czar. Let me say this. If they did that with Trubisky, I wouldn't be shocked if they did it with Howell. I just
So
would not
I'm
be
gonna
shocked.
tell y'all who's gonna be
They
a
want
bust.
an ACC quarterback so bad to be successful in the NFL. They blow up the spot on these dudes like they're so great. They're garbage.
Right,
And I said it about Trubisky when he was drafted. I was like, I cannot believe this.
What?
So,
Why
I'm
would-
gonna
I'm sorry,
tell
Sharon.
y'all
I gotta
who's gonna be a bust.
specify that one. ACC white quarterbacks. Let me specify.
What wide receiver did he have in Chicago? He did not have that.
Yeah,
many.
Allen Robinson.
Yeah, Allen
fool.
Robinson.
I don't want to
What
hear
wide
it.
receiver?
You just
I-
asked what wide
Listen,
receiver he had.
I'm not doing this with you with this, look at the team he had and the coach was bad and all that.
Right.
I'm looking at the players.
Because y'all don't
I can
y'all
look
don't
at-
make none of them excuses for Donovan McNabb.
Listen,
None of them.
I can tell a player, I can tell when the player is being affected by the team and the coach, and when the player is actually a great quarterback. He's not great.
No.
He's just not. Now, if he can improve, fine, but he's not great.
So my
That's
bust,
just it.
my bust is Pickett. That's who will be a bust.
Kenny
And Sharon, I'm sorry to say, it looks like y'all might take that guy.
no.
You talking about Pickett from the University of Pittsburgh?
Yeah. I finna tell y'all right now who's going to take him. You ready for this? Carolina Panthers.
Nah, he ain't going that high.
Why?
He might trade back into the draft though.
Well, maybe.
Because the head coach from Carolina, what school he went to, Dennis?
He was at Baylor and Temple.
Okay, where did Kenny Pickett was getting recruit to?
Oh, I don't know.
He was getting recruit from those two teams that you just said.
Somebody said Kenny Pickett going to Atlanta.
You better hope not.
Hey, I'll take him.
Yeah, I know Matt Nagy was the coach. It doesn't. I'm sorry. I'm a judger of talent separate from. I'm a very good separator.
Sharon,
And
you know
I
what you can say, Sharon?
The coach was trash. The coach was trash. I get it. But I'm telling you, I don't have any faith in Mitchell Trubisky. If he proves me wrong, prove me wrong.
Sharon,
I'm delighted.
Hold on, Sharon. You know, you can say to that, Sharon, when they bring up the coach and Nagy, this is all you got to say. Now that we didn't seen it, Sam Darnold, Gase, or the coach. Oh, he's good. It was Gase. Oh, okay. That theory's gone.
Exactly.
You're right.
Game over,
That
sir.
on me,
Game over.
That on me.
Game over.
Podcast might drop.
I
No,
like.
I mean, what's the score?
like-
Oh, I thought you meant
I like that.
I was
bro.
talking about my comment. Oh, they up by 6 for 15.
Okay.
But
we had the same spot.
Right.
my next question: do you think all of the NFL players that got paid this offseason will live up to the contract? Sharon.
No. Somebody not going to. It happens every year. Somebody gets a big contract and they fall off.
Y'all know who's falling off, right?
Yeah, Mariota ain't gonna live up to it.
Wait. You don't got no big contract.
I'm about to say he doesn't have a big contract.
See, I know what you're doing, so I see.
Uh-uh.
Hey, Zar, that was
Zar be
good. That
picking.
was good.
Zar,
That was a
you be
good
picking.
one,
You be picking on Ron, Zar.
That was a good one.
You know who ain't gonna live to that contract, right?
Who?
Von Miller. That's who. You know who ain't gonna live to that contract.
You know who I'm gonna say, Dennis?
Who?
Randy Gregory.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's hate.
Wait a minute.
That's hate. That's hate. That was hate.
Just hate.
Hey, Dennis. Hey, Dennis, what's the saying?
Hey,
hold on.
Hey, Rashawn. Go ahead.
No, I
ahead,
was
Zar.
saying, Dennis, what's the saying? He ain't gonna live up to that contract. I hope he don't live up to that
I hope he
contract.
don't live to that contract.
Rashawn said Devontae Adams gonna fall off. I don't believe that.
Hell no. He gonna have a monster.
Mm-mm. He gonna have a field day getting passes from
Derek Carr can throw the
boy.
ball down the field.
Derek
I will
Carr.
say that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Why you ain't? Hey, Rashawn, why you ain't say it was gonna be Tyreek Hill?
Oh, he falling off. I'm sorry.
because of the
Why
quarterback.
I just want to know why didn't he say that?
Because of the quarterback.
Yeah, because of the quarterback.
Right.
It's not gonna be his fault. Tyreek Hill should have come to the Steelers. We should have gotten him.
First time me and Corey Williams agreed about something. Randy Gregory, absolutely.
I
See, like he told us to watch your mouth. Like I said, why you didn't say it was gonna be Tyreek Hill? That's what I want to know.
think it might be here, but I don't trust the head coach.
No, I don't trust the quarterback.
I don't trust the head coach or the quarterback.
It's crazy because I trust the quarterback when he's throwing the ball to Waddle.
Yeah, but hella short passes though.
Waddle was taking them Jones to the crib.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess Tyreek can do that too. But I mean, that's how it's gonna have to
Corey
be.
said why everybody picking on Tua? Ain't nobody picking on Tua. Tua got to show and prove.
Exactly.
He got to prove.
What's his name? Tua what?
Tua Tagovailoa.
You stupid.
How you say his name?
That's won the
From
game
now
by
on,
7.
every show you gotta say his name.
So y'all heard it here first.
I want my next partner to say his name like that.
What you say, Zar?
So y'all heard it here first. Brooklyn will beat Boston. It's officially set. Brooklyn will beat Boston in 6 games. 4-2. Brooklyn.
So all right, Zar, that's the bet. You know what? I'm gonna take Dennis. I'm gonna take Dennis 10 rounds. All right.
No, 11 rounds. If you knock them out by the 12th,
we ain't
you got
talking
a 12.
boxing. We ain't talking no boxing.
That's gonna be the bet. It's gonna be a $20 bet.
11 rounds
Dennis.
though.
11 rounds.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Dennis. You're gonna take Brooklyn. All right. I'm taking Boston.
Well, hold on. What are we doing now?
It's $20.
So we're doing 2 bets.
Yeah, which you were 10 and 10, right?
Kyrie.
All right, that's fine.
Kyrie.
Nah.
My next
Kyrie was balling in that game. Kyrie was balling.
is
The
Andrew
headline
Luck.
said he led them on a comeback. Kyrie Irving. Go ahead, Ron.
Is Andrew Luck a first ballot Hall of Famer right now? Sharon.
I wouldn't give it to him first ballot. No.
No,
I'm not even sure if he's a Hall of Famer.
I don't have them.
He's not a Hall of Famer.
I don't even have him getting in. That's my opinion. What you think? Ricky Bobby said no, Ron.
Hey, Ryan, he's out of luck.
Sean
Bro.
said no. No ballot.
No pun intended. He's out of luck.
Blaze said Andrew Luck is not a Hall of Famer ever.
Wow.
Right. They was up 20, only won by 8. Exactly. I know.
No matter. One game has nothing to do with the next game or the next team.
My next question. Is this the year the Phoenix Suns will win the championship? Dennis.
Hell no. To the no.
Sharon.
No. Nope. Chris Paul is still on the team, and Chris Paul going Chris Paul. How about that?
Zara.
I'm not gonna say she hates Chris Paul. You know what? I'm not gonna start saying hate no more. She has nothing nice to say about him. That's what I'm gonna start saying.
They gonna make it to the.
He does. I do. Chris
No,
Paul
don't say nothing nice now. We don't want to hear nothing nice. I don't want to hear nothing nice.
Wonderful things in the community. Wonderful things.
No,
It's
I don't want to hear nothing
awesome.
nice. I don't want to hear nothing nice.
They're
No.
gonna make the
That's my line now.
finals,
You know,
so
say
they're gonna have
nothing
a
nice about it.
chance. But I think the champion, I think Milwaukee might repeat.
I don't
You
think
think Milwaukee's gonna win the championship again?
Yep.
I don't think Milwaukee does it because just the fact that they did what they did not to play Brooklyn.
Giannis, but I don't think that was Giannis's calling.
Yeah,
Giannis is just a different dude. He's a different breed.
Wait a minute.
And
How
now,
y'all know that they really did that?
I'm agree with you on that one, Zara, because in my eyes, as of right now, and a lot of people gonna disagree with me on this, but Giannis is the best player in the league. And I'm just gonna say that. That's my eyes, that's my opinion. Giannis is the best player in the league. To me, they need to pass him the torch. That's just my
But they gotta
opinion.
beat Brooklyn this year. If they do it again, then he definitely they got the torch. Cause they gonna meet in the second round.
I think he should have the torch with one.
Now they're gonna meet in the second round.
He got two MVPs and
Wait a minute.
he got a Finals MVP and he won.
Yeah, but if
NBA
Kevin Durant
Finals.
beats him this year,
That's
then
what I
you
was
can't
gonna
do that.
say.
Hey y'all, the youngin got the Suns winning it all. Adam Flagrant got the Suns winning it all.
They gonna lose now. He done jinxed them. They jinxed now. Never mind. They jinxed. Never mind. They definitely jinxed now. Adam got him. Adam used to be a Falcons fan.
Right,
Went to
Corey.
went to
That's
Green
right,
Bay.
Corey.
He done
Corey
jinxed
said
them.
that Durant. Corey said Durant is the best player in the league. That's
He
what I
is.
say.
He is still.
Kevin
But-
Durant is the best
but
player
if
in the
Giannis
league. I don't
beats
care what
him-
nobody say.
If Giannis beats him again,
That's your opinion.
then I'm willing to think about that.
That is your
It's
opinion. I'm
not just
hating
my
on nobody's
opinion. It's not just my opinion. He is.
That's your
How
opinion.
about that?
My opinion is my opinion. Yours is yours. It's your opinion.
Okay. When
When you want your
You love
opinion, I'll
it
give
when
you
people,
your opinion.
when people disagree, then they want to go about, oh, it's my opinion. It's your opinion. Yeah, it's
When you
everybody's
want your
opinion.
opinion, I'll give you
Opinion,
your
we-
opinion.
Oh, we all talking about an opinion. You don't have to point that out just because you don't have no comeback on it, though. But go ahead.
You see what I'm saying?
I said the same thing. Kevin Durant ain't better than Giannis, but I let them have their peace. They need peace. They need peace on Kevin Durant being the guy.
Do you see any superstars in this NBA draft coming up, Dennis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 5 from Duke University.
He ain't
Number
gonna
34
remember-
from
he ain't going-
Gonzaga.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I do think Drew Timmy's still good too. Number
He
3
just- he's coming out.
from
He's
Kentucky.
coming out. He's
Number
coming
3
out.
from Kentucky, baby. Tata Washington. That's what I like.
Zo.
Give me
I like Ivy from
Tata on
Purdue.
the Sixers. Goddamn.
I like Holmgren. I like Ivy from Purdue.
I like Holmgren and
I also like a
Washington.
sleeper, Caleb Love from Carolina. He's gonna be a late
The one
lottery
that got
pick. He's gonna
injured?
be a stud.
I don't know
that's
about
big
him.
Man. That's Baycott.
Oh, okay.
He good too,
Yeah,
but
he-
Caleb is
he
good.
gonna-
basketball
be good.
conversations with you.
See, I just see him, the big man from.
Yeah, he's good.
I just see him being a.
We don't know. He might stay. He might stay though.
Mm.
What the hell wrong with Rashawn?
Oh, you ain't hear the joke he said? Told you Dennis ain't shitting.
Told you Dennis ain't shit in basketball convo without
Guys,
me. What?
yeah,
What you talking about?
I don't do basketball conversations. I don't do certain conversations with him because he drinks when he wake up in the morning. He drinks. I want to argue juice. That's what he wakes up in the morning. First thing, like you know, how some people wake up in the morning they pray. Ryan wake up in the morning and Rashawn wake up in the morning. It's two different things. Ryan wake up in the morning and brush his teeth. To I hate Philly.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yes. No, that is you. Don't act like that ain't
Wait.
you.
Wait.
I got 17
Wait.
million people on here because they agree.
Did
with me.
I say anything bad about Philly tonight?
Not yet, because they ain't playing. But if they was playing, you say something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what? Is Philly going to the finals, Ryan?
They could.
You somebody. You ain't shit. Oh, you ain't shit. Oh,
How you doing, Ryan?
He said they could. You see how his voice got high? You see how his voice
That's
got
how
high?
you do it, Ron.
They could.
That's my boy.
He gonna say
That's my boy.
Yeah.
They
And
could.
Rashad wakes up in the morning. He skips praying to God, drinks a big glass, and I want to argue.
He said they could. Shit, I mean, any team in the playoffs, I guess, could go to the finals.
I mean, they got a good chance.
You don't believe that, Ryan?
I really do. They Philly got a good chance.
With James Harden, you believe that, Ryan?
Yeah. They got a good chance to do something that
Sorry.
has not been done.
I'm sorry, Dennis. They're not winning.
No, I did not say they were winning now. I did not say that. I said they got a good chance to go
to the finals. Yeah.
No, they're not getting into the final. No. James Harden is not going to allow them to get there. No.
I just want to say Sharon has nothing nice to say about James Harden. Let me get that out the way.
That's a fact.
Let me read some comments, Sharon.
Oh man.
Okay, let me read these comments. Let me go back to here. Danisha said, no, disagreeing. Giannis worked on his game and it showed, but Embiid definitely MVP. They hating on my guy. Corey Williams said Kevin Durant would crush Giannis. Corey also said Giannis is too slow for Durant. I don't know about too slow, but he is a little step or two slower, that's for sure. Danisha said offensively, KD is, but all around you got to give it to Giannis. I disagree. Rashawn said Kevin Durant is not better than Giannis. That's right. Danisha said KD a walking bucket. No debate. That's right. No debate. Corey Williams said, yes, he is. Giannis is too slow. Corey said Giannis is like a sloth covered in blackberry molasses. Man, shut up. No, he's not. He ain't that down slow.
Let him hate, man. Giannis is Giannis.
That's okay. Giannis is a man. Giannis is the man. I'll say that. Blaze said Magic finally getting that number 1 pick again. Okay. Rashawn said, told you Dennis ain't sharing basketball conversations without me. And then Corey said Chet Holmgren to Detroit. And then he said, Blaze said that Holmgren is his number 1 guy. UFC Lopez said, I think Holmgren is too skinny. And Blaze said, thin is in.
Thin is in.
Thin is in. He said in 2 years, watch for the Pistons. Watch for the Pistons. Watch what? Watch them crack out again.
To me, on that.
Then wait a minute. Then Corey said Philly winning the chip. And then Denisha said, not with Doc Rivers, we not. And this slow down version of James Harden who can't adjust his game. That's right, Denisha. Tell it like it is. I told you, Dennis. Rashawn said, no, I don't. Ricky Bobby said, voice got high because he strained on that lie. And Rashawn said, not with Doc Rivers. Corey said, Philly should have went after Damian Lillard. And Adam said, James Harden is trash can Sam. Never shows up this time of year. That's right. Rashawn said Chet Holmgren is soft. Is he soft? I don't know.
I mean, some people said he's soft.
And then Adam said, please save my favorite player, Dame. No, he need to save himself. He the one being loyal to a team that's not loyal to him. That's his fault.
Holmgren is a finesse player, but he's like a 7-footer that can do everything, though.
I've been saying.
See, when people be talking about his weight, when I look at him, he's the same weight as Porzingis was when he got in the league.
He might be a little skinnier.
Famous who?
Porzingis.
He might be a little skinnier.
But Porzingis got bigger.
And so we'll check.
Once he got in the league, that's what I'm saying. Once he got in the league, he got bigger. No homo. Giannis was another one that was skinny as hell when he first came in.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name, Dennis?
No homo.
What's Giannis' name?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
that you did that. That was good.
Yeah, I know. I've been working on. I told you I'm ready. I'm ready for big time. You don't know.
I'm be
like Clyde Frazier. You're gonna see me with crazy looking suits and everything.
Ricky Bobby said your impression has got him dying over there for real. Your impressions.
Ron.
Denisha said facts. Dame tripping and staying in Portland. Yeah, he tripping and just tripping.
That man need to get from the trailblazer.
Now the Porzingis that you see now is that's
Porzingis.
That's Porzingis. But the Porzingis you see now is not. He's a pick and pop player now.
Pick and pop.
Yeah, he's a pick and
pop.
Like that,
he's a pick and pop player. Pick and pop.
That made him like that though.
No, but that's what he's real good at, pick and pop.
He didn't come into the league like that.
No, he was
I-
dunking on people
I
and
agree.
everything. Like
Right.
the way
I agree with-
Giannis
I-
playing now was the way
I
he came
agree.
to the
Hey,
league.
he was pulling
I
up
agree
from
with
three.
I agree with Ron. They made him like that.
That
I
made
agree.
him like
Yeah,
that.
he was
in
pulling.
Washington.
Hey, in his rookie year, he was pulling up from three with off the dribble.
Right.
Right.
When he was with the New York Knicks, he was dunking over everybody. Now he like the Karl Malone.
No.
Corey wants Porzingis back in New York. I don't know.
I don't know if that's gonna happen because of the whole situation in New York.
I don't think they want him back in there.
I
Nah.
do think Phoenix might get upset in the playoffs.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think so too.
By who?
I don't.
Dennis?
Phoenix not coming out the West. I'm just
Yeah,
telling
they
y'all.
are.
They gonna
That's-
get.
that's-
They gonna
I've
get.
been telling y'all this for a while.
Phoenix
Best
is
team in the
focused.
West is
To the-
Memphis.
Okay.
Phoenix got one thing on their mind. They focused.
All right.
They
Who's
are.
going to beat Phoenix? Dennis.
They were fully focused last year too. But go
Hey, they're gonna
ahead.
get to that same point. They're gonna lose in the finals.
No, they
getting
not.
there, though.
No, they ain't getting there.
They ain't gonna be
Mm-mm.
honest though.
They're not getting there.
Who's going
They ain't gonna have a chance.
Wait. So who y'all got coming out the West?
She got the Warriors.
Oh yeah, I ain't worried about
They
that.
gonna lose in the first round in Denver. So I got
If
hella
they-
upsets.
if they
Wait
lose
till
to
we do our
Denver-
picks.
If they
I
lose
got
to
hella
Denver,
upsets. Atlanta, Clippers, Denver. They all winning in the first round.
I don't know about Denver.
The only upset is my Bulls ain't winning.
no, that's.
That's
Anyway,
a damn shame.
I'm
I
gonna
didn't
say
say-
this.
notice I didn't say anything. I'll let
If the
y'all speak
Warriors,
for me.
if the Warriors lose to Denver, that will be an upset.
Yes.
And then, and since they take so long to give out the MVP, then I might have to say give the MVP back to Joker for a second time.
Right. But that don't count because playoffs don't have nothing to do with MVP.
It don't, but it seemed like it do
Sharon?
once they get a trophy.
Yes.
Who's going to beat Phoenix?
I don't know. But they're not coming out the West.
I think she got the Warriors beating them.
It got
In
to
the
be.
No,
conference-
no.
Probably in the conference
I don't know.
finals. I mean, if they were to meet,
No.
it would be in the conference finals, though, if they were to meet.
Because the Warriors injured right now. Steph Curry.
No, Steph come back for the playoffs.
I hope he is. They hope he is.
Steph come back for the playoffs. That's what they said.
Okay.
They said that
he started back practicing this week with him.
they said that Wichita wasn't coming back though. Jamal Murray, but from what our boy Michael Cole said, Jamal Murray looked real good in warm-ups. From what he said,
Sure did. Mhm.
We'll see.
But like I said,
I
we'll
got
see.
Denver.
Shout
I
out
got
to
Denver.
Ice cold.
My next question. Can the Atlanta Braves win it all again this year?
No.
No.
Damn,
Now,
No.
you heard what
No.
I don't even have them win the
Heck to the
division.
no.
I don't have them win our division.
No, not at all. They're not even coming in second in our division.
so okay, let me say this. Czar, who you got?
Who's gonna win it all? I hate to say it. You know what? Wow.
Go ahead and say it.
I'm going with the Toronto Blue Jays.
Oh, that's a good pick though.
I'm going with the Toronto Blue Jays. Vlad Jr., Bo Bichette. They brought pitching over there. They got their team is stacked. I'm going with Toronto.
I think the Dodgers win it all, but I got the Phillies win our division.
Mets winning the division.
Oh, you
Toronto winning it all.
You kissing?
No, we. What you mean? You picking y'all? Why can't I pick us? We better than y'all.
I just beat y'all.
We just
beat y'all.
Who you got?
I got Dodgers. I'm rolling with the Dodgers.
I mean, the Dodgers are the best team on paper.
Yeah, they spend too much money over there.
But I'm not gonna pick them.
Okay, everybody in the comments.
I'm going Mets, Toronto Blue Jays, and the Toronto will beat us. That's what I'm going with.
Everybody in the comments, tell me one team going to win the whole thing.
That ain't that far of a ride though to go back to Toronto like that. I don't want to play the Blue Jays again. I just don't like the way it ended last time we played them in the finals. I mean, World Series. I just don't like the way it ended with Joe Carter. I really don't.
That was one of my favorite World Series.
No, I didn't like it.
The Mitch Williams implode.
Yeah, man, I didn't like the wild thing, man. I didn't like it at all, man. It was.
He took my boy Lenny Dykstra.
Man, and what was the catcher name? Number 34. What was his name?
I'm drawing. I remember the whole squad, but you had a nice squad though. They put hands on y'all. Was it 4-1, right?
Okay. It said somebody said the Dodgers
and the Yankees.
Yeah, and the Yankees.
Somebody said the Dodgers in Toronto.
And Adam said something I cannot repeat on air.
He said he don't like the Dodgers.
Right.
He said he got the Giants winning it all.
Okay.
Blaze said
because he a homer. That's because he a homer. He can't see past the Giants. He can't see past it.
Well, I hope he good luck in baseball because his luck is terrible in football and basketball. It's terrible.
You got that right.
I hope another good team though. People sleep. The White Sox, man, they gonna make some noise too.
They got a guy. What's the ball name over there?
Which one? They got a few. You talking about Eloy Jimenez, Lewis Roberts?
No, it ain't gonna click now. I'm gonna have to send you something. When I send it to you, then you'll see what I mean.
My next question: who should be the next Lakers head coach?
Sharon Mullen.
I got Marcus Mariota.
I got Sharon Mullen.
No, I couldn't be an NBA coach. I'm definitely not coaching LeBron. That's out.
I got Damon Harden.
But
shout out to Guru.
Shout out to the Guru. I don't know. I said in the Zoom, I said Mike Brown because I like Mike Brown, but I wouldn't mind Dwayne Casey too, but I know that they couldn't get him away from Detroit.
Why they can't?
I'm gonna tell you who's gonna be.
Some people just comfortable where they at though.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that he would necessarily want to leave Detroit to go down there. I think he's got something going on in Detroit that he wants to see through, carry through to the end.
I'm going with Nick Nurse.
I don't think that he's going to do that.
I got Nick Nurse.
I don't think Nick leaving. I think he another one that's like comfortable where he at.
I'm gonna go with Nick Nurse.
Why would Nurse want to leave?
It's a higher profile job, and Toronto's a small market.
So
just tell them that's why
everybody is not.
No, not everybody. But I think Nick Nurse wants.
They're not interested in that,
and I think he'll get more money as well.
Yes.
Well, of course he'll get more money, but I don't think. You got to remember, they still have to deal with coaching LeBron James on a team with LeBron James. You got to remember that.
Is
it worth it?
Since we talk about coaches and everybody throwing names out there, and they say it's you got to coach LeBron James. I know one guy, that's known to coach superstar players and get them to do what he needs to do.
Phil ain't coming back.
Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson. He gonna in there burn that sage to smell like weed. He gonna get him right. That's what he gonna do. Phil, the Zen Master Jackson.
Phil's health is not the best, so I don't see him doing that.
Phil, the Zen Master Jackson.
I'm serious. His health is a concern, so no, he ain't doing it.
I read something today. They talking about
at the end of the show.
Well, hello, motherfucker.
Any last words? We're done.
You can't come into the show all loud like that. You can't. You need to mute yourself when you come in. You interrupted.
I'm getting busy. I'm hot.
He was over there arguing.
Whatever.
You know why he hot? He was over there arguing with himself. I told you.
That's right.
Little do y'all know, I done went to the doctor. The doctor said arguing is bad for my health. So I don't argue with you.
Well, let me read this comment. Blaze said, "Is Toronto a small market?" Yes, it is a
Yes,
small
they
market.
are.
I don't think so, but
Yes, they are.
But
It's
I
a
mean,
fact.
if you when you compare them to the other markets, it is considered a small market. But I'm saying all coaches aren't after the big market job. I mean, it's appealing to some, and yeah, it's more money, but everybody's not after that. And I don't believe that he's after that. And like I said, you have to decide as a coach, would it be worth your career to go and coach a LeBron James team? Because you know what's going to happen to you when that happens. You already
Not worth
know.
it. It's not
You've
worth
seen
it.
it.
I'm gonna say
It ain't
this.
worth it.
I read something on Facebook and Instagram saying the Lakers might be going after Doc Rivers.
yeah,
I heard
a lot
that too, but I doubt it.
Doc might
No.
go there.
Hey.
That might be Doc retirement right there.
Yeah, that's
All my
why
sports fans,
I
I
was
try not to.
Danisha said that I want Mark Jackson and LeBron needs to be checked with management. You really think Mark Jackson gonna check LeBron James? If
Nope.
you think that, Danisha,
I,
we need to talk because that's
He
I
not
gonna get
was
happening.
blackballed
say this.
again. He tried to say it. LeBron. He gonna
I
get
That's what I'm
blackballed
saying.
one more
I
time.
think he would decline. I bet you Mark Jackson would. I don't know because
He would
you
decline.
might look up and see him
They
coaching
called
next
me.
year.
Let me
They
say
called me
this.
the other day for the Lakers job. I respectfully declined it, and I said,
Why?
"Mama,
I know I
there
would
goes
have.
that man.
You stupid.
That's right.
Why?
Say it.
Mama, there goes that man.
Say it
Mhm.
again.
Mama, there goes that man." One of the funniest joints he ever said, though, he was like, Dwayne Wade kindly asked him, "Can I have this dance?" And he left out of there and said, "Mama, there goes that man." I was cracking up.
Sean,
You.
who should be the Lakers' next head coach?
Jesus. That's the only one that can see.
I
He said
can't
Keith
hear
Van
you.
I
Horn.
can't hear nothing you say.
He said Keith Van Horn.
I said Jesus. That's the only one that can save him.
Oh Lord.
Oh, he said Jesus.
Oh,
He said Jesus is the only one that could save him. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
the name is not Jesus. He said, "Hey, Zeus." That's what he said.
This ain't Die Hard. Let's
Like,
go. What's
keep
the next
messing with
question?
me, and I'll stick a
last-
lightning bolt up your ass.
My last question for tonight. What top pass rusher left in free agent worth $15 million a year? Then
Nobody.
You said 15 million?
$15 million.
Oh,
Someone,
it's
I don't
not-
know.
someone in the draft.
No. What you call him is worth?
No, he said
I
free
give
agency.
Davion
Say
15
Clowney.
million. I
Don't
get
say
Clowney
Clowney.
15.
Agency.
I get Clowney
No,
15.
Clowney ain't
He
worth no
said-
15 million.
I
Man, you
thought
tripping.
I
Randy
thought he
Gregory
was
ain't worth
already
15
picked up
million.
by somebody.
Nope.
No,
He-
Nope,
Davion
nobody
ain't
picked up Clowney.
No,
Nobody
you don't
picked
get-
him
you
up.
don't get no sacks.
The Cowboys about to
Yeah.
pick him up.
And let me say this. Last year, I think he had 9 sacks.
That was the most of his career.
But he's been 9 for like 3 years.
Right.
He ain't made double-digit
He
sacks.
ain't
since
lived
he
up
been
to
in the
his
league.
name yet, bro.
Okay, Sharon.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Sean.
I don't think he is.
Chandler Jones ain't a free agent.
No, he got
No,
picked.
someone said him. He's not
Oh.
a free agent though.
Let's see
He
who's
ain't
still
worth
left.
15 million either.
Oh, y'all wouldn't play Jason
Honey-
Pierre-Paul $15 million?
Honey Badger ain't no damn pass rusher.
I said Jason Pierre-Paul.
No, not you in the comments. They're
Right.
all over the place. No, I don't think he worth 15 million. Not no more.
I think he wrote more.
He 175 years old, Sharon.
he was 75 years old when he fought Joe.
No,
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
hell, they gave all that money to Von Miller.
I know.
Khalil Mack.
So y'all don't think nobody in free agent as a
People
pass
keep naming all these players, and that's not the question. Khalil
Man,
Mack
as
is
a
not a
pass
free
rusher.
agent.
as a pass rusher now.
No, nobody needs 15
What
million.
about
Nobody
what
worth that.
about Chandler Jones?
He's already
He
signed.
got
He's
signed.
not a
He
free
open.
agent though.
He got traded to
or whatever. Yeah, but
He
he's not
signed
a
with
free
Oakland.
agent though. Is what I'm saying. So it don't count.
No, this is Las Vegas.
Las
Raiders.
Vegas.
Oh, I didn't know that he got signed. Sorry, fellas.
Oh,
Sorry.
Las Vegas.
Sorry.
He got
Yeah, he on the
traded.
Raiders with Cosby. They got a nice little duo
Yeah.
over there.
They always
You
be
know,
open.
the Raiders doing pretty good on their offseason, on their
Yeah.
free agency signings.
They-
They're doing pretty good.
They hung
Go
with
AFC.
they hung with the other teams over there, in my opinion. I think
NFC
it's
is
gonna be a hell of
ass,
a race.
man.
What'd you say?
Watch the
The
NFC. win the
NFC
Super-
is ass.
Watch the NFC win the Super Bowl this year.
Shit, we
Right.
know it ain't gonna be nobody from the NFC East. I'm gonna say that right now. Not the Cowboys, not the Eagles,
Damn
not the
it.
Commodores, not the midgets,
No.
none of them.
Well, thanks everybody for being in the comments today. This is a good show, boy.
Yeah,
This is a good show.
the great King Alonzo. This must be Zara's son. Huh?
What?
Yeah, this must be Zara's son. The great King Alonzo.
The great King Lonzo said Khalil Mack.
My son.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, he definitely must be related to
Hey
you.
man, hey, funny you said that because this man, life is here. He just asked me. We ain't never had this conversation. He just texted me about an hour ago. Czar, I just rejected this girl. Now she's crying. What do I do? That's the first time I got asked that question. He 11 years old, bro.
Give her-
Fatherhood
tell
starts
him I-
now.
Tell him I
Okay.
said, give her a hug.
Well,
You silly. You are so silly.
Give her a hug. Everybody's a hugger. Give her a hug. Just let her know that you just wasn't ready to be in a relationship. That's all.
Right. I said, focus on your schoolwork and your basketball and be nice. That's it. That's it. We'll talk more later.
Tell them shoot time was trying to text. I'll tell you how to deal with it.
They are. Listen, let me go ahead. Ron, anything you got to say to people?
Like I ain't got kids, dude. You gotta cut it out, man.
I ain't say that. I just said,
Don't. Oh
anything
my
anybody
God,
say
man.
to
What's
you?
wrong with you?
If anybody else got anything to say, that's all I said.
Peace out. Peace out.
I ain't say you ain't had no kids.
Listen, I got some words for you when this shit go off live. I'm gonna let you know that. I'm letting the people at home
Yeah.
know.
I know you
So
ready to
we got
argue,
some-
right?
We
ready to
gonna
argue?
talk. We gonna talk. Goddamn it! I said.
No, I ain't no talking with you. You don't
we
listen.
talking. We
You
gonna
don't
talk.
listen.
We see y'all next Tuesday, man.
Yes, tune in each and every Tuesday. Check the windows and make sure they locked. What in the heezies? This definitely got to be your son's on. The great King Lonzo.
No, it's not my son. Bro.
Hey man, listen. Hey Corey, listen, man. Make sure you go look at everything that I got on Ignorant Thinker Podcast, the Facebook or the Instagram. Go look at either one of those two, all right? And go look and see everything that I got going on. You'll see we did a prediction show where we talked about who we think is going to win the Super Bowl and stuff like that. And make sure that y'all subscribe to everything that says Ignorant Thinker Podcast. Trying to get my numbers up. Please help me out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all and God bless. Good night.